abounding in steadfast love. That's what I want to focus on. That His love is consistent. That His love abounds. His steadfast love abounds. You know, many of you know I have 4 children. And, you know, I have one daughter, and I'm sure she doesn't mind me explaining this because I've told this a few times. But when she was about 6 years old, you know, my daughter's quite dramatic, okay? And so, you know, as a father, those of you who have kids, you know this because you have to put some boundaries. And when kids overstep boundaries, there has to be a pulling in via discipline. And so you have to discipline the kids. And so, you know, one time we had to discipline her. And at 6 years old, she said, Dad, you know, she said, Dad, do you really love me? And I said, of course, Dad. Of course, honey, I love you. And she said, then why do you cause pain in my heart? Talking about the discipline, all right? When you discipline me, it causes pain in my heart. Okay, this is at 6 years old, right? And so, because, you know, to a 6-year-old, her mind, or a young child, I'm sure Philip will, Joseph's son will also agree to this, okay, at 3 years old. You know, no son or no daughter at a young age would be able to say, oh, come on, discipline me. Come on, you know, keep on, you know, ground me for 10 days, all right? No one will embrace that. But you see, as a father, you do it because you know it will bring and it'll give a harvest of righteousness and peace. That's what the Bible says in Hebrews chapter 12. Endure hardship as discipline. God is treating you as His children. For what children are not disciplined by their father? And to a 6-year-old, she will not be able to embrace that. But you know what? It's not just a 6-year-old. Sometimes it's you and me too. When we go through discipline, we can't understand. It's like, Lord, do you really love me, Lord? Are you serious? Why do you cause pain in my heart? We don't articulate it that way, but that's how we feel sometimes, don't we? You smile because that's how we feel sometimes. Verse 8, if you are not disciplined, everyone undergoes discipline, and then you are not legitimate, not true sons and daughters at all. Verse 10, they disciplined us, meaning our parents, disciplined us for a little while as they thought best. Now, parents, I would be the first one to tell you I'm not a perfect one. But I will do my very best to discipline. But God disciplines us for our good. You have to embrace that He disciplines us for our good. Everybody say our good. For our good. In order that we may share in His holiness. Verse 11. No discipline seems pleasant at the time. Again, no child, no adult will tell you, this is something I love every single day, or I want, or I expect, or I wish happens to me every day, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it. And I want to tell you, even in discipline, God's love is steadfast. God is great in His steadfast love towards us.